everyone agrees that app design needs UX design, but they don't know where to start. Like Glinda the Good Witch said to Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, it's always best to start at the beginning. The beginning to good UX design starts with interviewing your target customers, also referred to as stakeholder or user interviews. The purpose of your stakeholder interview is to gather information on the customer's goals, motivations, and pain points. The stakeholder interview is a face-to-face or video one-on-one session that lasts anywhere from a half hour to an hour. You have a list of prepared open-ended questions to ask the customer. Your goal is to get the customer talking as much as possible. Ideally, you do 20% of the talking and the customer does 80% of the talking. I advise recording the interview to transcribe or refer to later. Here are some sample questions. Notice how they are open-ended and encourage the user to talk about their goals, motivations, and pain points. At least 5 interviews should be conducted. That will give you a general idea of what your customers are looking for and what their pain points are. More interviews will help provide further detail, but keep in mind each interview will take an hour to unpack, and you don't want to overload yourself. The interviews are done. What do you do with all that information? How can you categorize the data into meaningful groups? Try using a card sort. After the interview, write each item of feedback or an idea on a separate sticky note. You should end up with 10 to 30 sticky notes per interview. Next, paste them on the wall or floor and observe them. Start arranging them into like groups. For instance, you may have one group of pain points and another for goals. Now you can look at these groups to see what patterns are emerging. This will help you organize the feedback you acquired from the interviews. Now you've conducted your interviews, transcribed the audio, and performed your card sort, what do you do next? The next step is to create a persona. A persona is a fictional character that is comprised of all the interviewees. This is a representation of your customer. We'll cover personas in the next video.